Hey, this is David Miller with the Miller Group of Keller Williams Realty. I'm here to help you get real estate smart. All right, the new stats just came out. Let's take a look at them. So let's start with inventory. Inventory, is it still going up? It's been going up for the past couple months, and the answer is yes. It's gone up versus January about 5%, but get this, compared to the same time last year, it's gone up 55%. So we have 8,589 homes. The last time it was this high was 7.5 years ago in September of 2017. So that's good news for buyers. There's a lot more houses to look at. So why is this happening? Well, all last year, because the rates were so high, we had what was called the lock-in effect, where sellers were not wanting to put their house on the market and lose that 2 or 3 or 4% interest rate and have to go into higher interest rate. Well, we're starting to see that people have to move. If they have to move, they gotta move. And so they might have been able to hold off for a year or so, but you get to a point in time where you have to downsize, or you have to relocate, or you have to upsize because you have more kids. And I think we're starting to reach that point, and people are getting used to the higher interest rates. So I think that has something to do with it. What we did see is one of the key indicators we looked at is the absorption rate. So that's how many months of inventory do we have before we sell it all. So if you remember last month, it shot up to about almost 5 months of inventory. That's still considered a seller's market, not as strong, but it's actually back down to about 4 months of inventory. So why did that drop? Well, it's this math. If you take the total number of houses, which has continued to go up, and you take the number of sales, and you divide that into that, that's where you get that number. Well, if we drop right into sales, sales are up versus January, 27%. Now that's expected. Remember, December is the slowest month to really go under contract. And since it takes 30 days to close, they're all gonna close in January, and January is really pretty light. So going up 26% is expected. But if you compare it to last year, it's down about 3%. So that's why we're seeing less months of inventory, is because actually the sales went down, which is the bottom number. I think that's called the denominator. Don't remember. Anyways, how is that affecting pricing? Now, here's the big news. For the past 4 months, pricing has been dropping. It's dropped about 5% over the past 4 months. However, it just shot back up. It went up 5% versus January. The average median home price on a property in Metro Orlando is $377,000. So within 1 month, that shot up. Remember, that's the median price. That might have gone up because a couple $10 million houses sold or something. However, this is a number that we judge, but the pricing did go up. And compared to last year, it went up as well. So last month, the average price was $360, and last year the average price was $358. So it's gone up to $377. We'll see. This is the first month it's gone up in about 4 months, to see if that continues. Remember, it's all dictated by the interest rate. The interest rate is what makes houses affordable or unaffordable, and the higher the rate, the less the demand is going to be, and it's still bouncing right now. So unfortunately, how it works in our business with interest rates is whenever there's bad economic news, then that's when you see the rates drop, and just the opposite. So we've been seeing a lot of good economic news, and that's why the Fed hasn't really been dropping their rate, and that's why you haven't seen any drops in the interest rate. So based on those stats, I hope that you are now real estate smart. And if you like the information that we provide, please subscribe to our YouTube page at Get Real Estate Smart. On a weekly basis, we do a video blog, and I've been doing a series on myth busting. What is that? Well, a lot of people have these myths about what's going on in the real estate market, industry, certain specific things, and I address them and I answer your questions. So if that's something that is important to you, or maybe you can share that with somebody else, please subscribe and have others do that as well.